Panthers kicker Graham Gano set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Here we go. Hey, go.
Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson, open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. So they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Brian Burns getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Jackson, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on third and long, Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Newton on first down. And he fires one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Just like that. Just like that. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 35 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Snead's got it. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
but, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 36 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gun. Slam.
To throw again. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Motion. Check 48's the mic.
On 1st down, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
20. Watch the out.
Now Newton on 1st down. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
54's Mike. Check, watch 54. Watch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Let's go, D, let's go.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Newton, and he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Great.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 40-yard line, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready, look at it. Check, 48's the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey,
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco?
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Bandit. Check, 48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. Great. Here we go.
Now Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Out of the gun, Newton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts. 47 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back? And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Check, check. Lucky. Let's go. Come on. Pick the edge. Come. 20.
Here's Newton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's getting back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long. It's Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. That time, a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reasserted.